Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, shall we see what's going on on our lovely island of Fawnhollow? Fawnhollow today. Anyone else playing New Star Rail? Honkai Star Rail update and having significant trouble with Memory of Chaos Floor 12? I'm so close. I'm so close to doing it with under 10 cycles, but it's not quite there yet. I need a few more attempts, or maybe need to get a bit stronger, but anywho, what should we talk about? I don't really know. I'm sort of staying. I've got this chocolate reindeer on my desk. A traditional thing at this point. I mean, normally it's actually the limp bunny reindeers, but now I call them limp bunny reindeers despite the fact that that's not obviously what they are. But hold on. Hello everyone. Renowned Fawnhallow. It's 4:47 p.m. on Thursday, December 28th, 2023. Well, they're obviously not actually, limp bunnies, but they're limp reindeers. I mean, they have the same layout as the bunnies, and we just reuse them again, which, fair enough. I don't know if Lint actually reuses them for about not is model the right word? Shape? I don't know. For different holidays too, but they must do. I'm not really sure. I do kind of know them from like the Lint chocolate rabbits and Lint chocolate reindeers. But this one's not. This one's I don't even know what brand this is. It doesn't even say what brand it is. Peel here for ingredients and allergens nutrition. This looks like it's just sort of like a default one in Tesco's. Oh, we're also using Joy-Con Drifty Joy-Cons, if you can tell. Mint chocolate hollow shaped reindeer. I don't know. It's not the Lint ones. Which is totally fine. To be perfectly honest, since I did not get it for myself, if anything. But yeah, chocolate reindeers. Like, I've probably mentioned this before multiple times. I'm not really much of a sweet tooth person. I don't have much of a sweet tooth. That's probably how you'd phrase that sentence if you're a human being speaking. But I don't have much of a sweet tooth. So my desire for sweet treats, I suppose, during wintertime is not like significantly higher than anything else. Normally I only kind of really like chocolate and some sweet things, normally fruit-based. Oh, and I like fruits and normally fruit-based things. As actually saying that, I was going to go eat a banana and I completely forgot about it. I suppose I could go do that now. What's stopping me from going to have a nice tasty fruit snack, which I was going to have in the afternoon? Nothing. That's what. There you go. Pretty random, I suppose, to go have a break to eat a banana or whatever. But you gotta stay healthy. You gotta have a snacks, and otherwise, if you don't eat them, they'll go bad. And that would just be a bit of a waste. Plus, I don't want to eat it too close to actual dinner time, because then, I mean, dinner time's for eating dinner, I suppose. Yeah, but these chocolate reindeers. Oh yeah, I was saying I don't have much of a sweet tooth. Only around the holiday season, this winter holiday season, do I really think about eating maybe like chocolate sort of things. But even then, it's not like a burning desire or anything. There's a lot of sweet things which are like in season for winter, right? Like candy canes immediately comes to mind. I've got to be honest, candy canes not that great. In my personal opinion, you might love them, you might adore them, which by all means, fair enough. I'm not going to try and take that away from you, but I just don't know. I mean, they're peppermint, which is okay. I'm not like a super fan of peppermint. I find it okay. I actually, you know what? I'm comparing it now to like the rest of like the sweet treats, sort of like what else am I depositing? This stuff. Sweet treats in general that I can think of, especially during not just during winter season, but like obviously things like red bean, or I don't know why red bean was the first one, like all the fruit flavors, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. I mean that's I guess covered in fruit now I think about it. I'm gonna be honest. Peppermint not that high up. All things considered, like I think there are better things out there than peppermint flavor, which is not to say if you like peppermint flavor, like shame on you or anything. That's totally obviously fine. It's just not my sort of thing, to be honest. And peppermint's a very awkward shape to eat. Like obviously you can like suck on it like a lollipop and that sort of thing, but it's got like a weird hook shake on it, which is like I don't know why peppermint's like that. It's probably because they're shaped that way because you create them while they're sort of like soft and malleable, right? And you roll together mint at like high sugar. No, you roll together like cooked sugar at like high temperatures, and then it hardens into that shape, I assume. And you hook it just to like let it dry. I guess if it's soft, it doesn't really hold itself up. And you know what? I've never really thought about why candy canes are the way they are. Let's see. Candy canes. To be fair, I've only had candy canes like a few times. Why are they hook-shaped? Why confections were judged competitively mentioned stick candy. Okay, I mean stick candy makes sense because it would just be a stick, but why is it a cane? He asked a candy maker to add in order to justify practice giving candy to children during mass. Remembers a shepherd to infant who visited infant Jesus. Okay, so it's got Christian origins, which I guess should not be all too surprising. In Germany, Cologne, Germany. I had no idea. Associated with Christmastide. Is this just the official term of Christmas? No, it's a Christian version. I don't know what. I don't know anything. So I thought I was going to talk about chocolate reindeers, but here I am talking about candy canes instead. I don't really know where I was going with this. I've only had it like... I'm trying to think when I had it. It's rare for me, I suppose, to have it, like the anecdote in my head, but I can't really remember the details of it. It was sometime in primary school, I think. Because we used to have like Christmas fairs that happened at primary school. I mean, we had them in secondary school as well, but they weren't as cool. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Because the primary school ones are much more, you know, aimed towards the kids. You know, you have like fun things to do. It's probably for the adults to take them there. Yeah, sure. I mean, why not? And they always have fun things to do. Like they have like a Santa's grotto. You have like little stores which you can like sell things at. You have like a load of games. I think was it my primary school which had a Scalextrics track, or was it my secondary school? I actually can't remember. So one of the two always had like a Scalextrics track which you used to play games, and there's like fun activities, and I thought it was like tombolas, etc., etc. But the secondary school ones was very much more marketed towards adults, because then there'll be like random stalls. It'd be kind of like a fairground where like random stalls for adults would be set up around the place to buy things for, which, you know, I suppose as a teenager is not as exciting. There's not nearly as many games. There's a couple of them. But most of the time it's like parents, should we just like sit down with you? Running these stores where you can get like these Christmas goodies or things in general, or what are they called? Like those bundles of goods together? Hampers. Apologies, a little bit of a pause. How long have you been here, Brody? A carrot cake party? What was I called? I was talking about candy canes. Yeah, I don't know. I've also not like really seen many people like give out candy. Like, what do you associate more as like a Christmas themed sweet? Like gingerbread or candy cane? I don't know. Like, which one do I prefer? Absolutely gingerbread over candy cane. And I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of candy cane. The more I think about it. It's not even, I don't like hate it or anything. Wait, can we actually just like use a pipe while all these, we can. I've actually never we just get teleported back, okay. I was going to say if we get teleported out, that'd be so strange. Can we just leave now? I don't really know. Yep. I forgot what I was saying. Yes, candy cane or gingerbread? You know, this is the new butterscotch or cinnamon, you know, Undertale reference, anyone? Which, if you're wondering, I'm very much on the butterscotch side. But, sorry, what's it about? Candy cane or gingerbread? Like, obviously I prefer gingerbread, but I feel like candy cane has a much stronger association with Christmas. I mean, I feel like the red and white colour scheme probably helps out quite a lot. Those are very sort of Christmassy colours. And green is often incorporated as well, probably due to its candy. Wait, have we been to Halves Island? Yeah, I think we have. Even stronger due to the red, green and white Christmas colour association, or Christmas palette, as you will. But I can't think of the last time I've ever had a candy cane. I can't think of the last time anyone I know has had a candy cane. See, I think a problem with candy cane is they last too long for how one note they are as a flavour, you know? And you might be like, what do you mean by that? I mean, sometimes, you know, what makes it a good meal is like a range of flavours that are involved, I suppose, when you have the meal. You know, if you have like a British breakfast, a builder's breakfast, or whatever you want to call it, like a a full on English breakfast, and I was like, what's it called? You have like a load of different types of things to eat from. You know, you can have a bacon, you can have some buttered bread, you can have some baked beans, etc., etc. You got all these different flavors together on a plate, which make a menagerie of things. Which, if anything, is kind of what I mean. If I'm going for taste in a meal, I would prefer a variety of flavors rather than one really good flavor. Which I don't know if maybe that's controversial or what. Well, controversial is not the right word, but like a hot take or anything. But candy cane, it just tastes minty, like through and through. Like it never stops being minty. And I don't mean that necessarily as like a thing against candy cane as a concept. You know, that's kind of what it's going for. It's meant to be pepperminty, right? Sorry. What, are we crafting and customizing? Okay. It's meant to be pepperminty, isn't it? I actually forgot what I was saying about candy cane. I don't know. Candy cane, overrated. Well, okay, I don't know how highly rated candy cane even is in the first place. Like, I feel like as a flavour, as like something to like spruce up something, like, you know, you go for a little candy cane, you know, cocktail, or like a candy cane, I don't know, with your coffee. That's perhaps a bit much, but like candy cane and hot chocolate is nice. It's nice as like an accessory to something, but I think as like a main snack, or like a main dessert thing, I think it's too much. It's too one note, you know. Maybe if we had a candy cane which had different flavours, I suppose, which as you go around it, like a rainbow candy cane, that would be interesting. Not to, I've never seen if that exists. I don't know if that exists, but maybe that's what I'm missing out on, to be perfectly honest. I'm missing out on this specific type of candy cane, which would be like, yes, this is what I want from a candy cane. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't really desire that much from a candy cane. I know how many times I've said that word now. It's probably like got a bit of semantic satiation of it, but it's sort of just like I'm not as interested in it anymore, you know. I've had it about one time. To be fair, maybe I should try it again to be like if I like it. But I've had like mints, and I don't really go crazy for mints or anything, or peppermint in general. So I feel like it's sort of like a lost cause in the first place. Like why would I bother trying to do something like that when I'm like, I don't really care that much about having, you know, like the minty flavour, the minty freshness. Which maybe you do, in which case more power to you. Absolutely, go have your candy canes, go have your mints, go have the things which drive you wild. But otherwise it's just like, you know. I don't feel like I've not had the urge to have it. I suppose is what I'm trying to say, you know. I've not had a desire for, like, I'm trying to think of the last time that I've been like, wow, you know what I want to try? A candy cane. And I can't think of a time, to be perfectly honest. It's all just a blur in my head. And I'm really trying, basically, just to think, like, what was that last time I had a candy cane? I think it was during that Christmas fair and I randomly got it. Maybe as a prize or something? Which, honestly, not the greatest prize for me. Lack of sweet tooth, don't even like candy cane all that much. Is that really the last time I had it? Because that was like when I was 6 or something. So that was really quite a long time ago. I mean, it might be. It genuinely might be. Which is weird to think about. Well, I guess it's not that weird. It feels a bit weird to think about. What else do we need to customize? Shovel, probably? There's just not really many opportunities to have a candy cane. Not that I'm like dying for any opportunities or anything. It's sort of just like a, I mean, even if the opportunity presents itself, I'm not really like going out of my way to be like, let's go have a candy cane or anything. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I just want more from a candy cane, you know? Which maybe it's not there. Maybe it's time to accept that the candy cane's not there for me. Its existence is not there to satiate my own tastes or desires, which is totally fine. If you like candy cane, more power to you. I'm going to stick with... I don't even have gingerbread all that often, to be honest. I mean, given a choice between gingerbread or candy cane, I would go with gingerbread, but it's not like I'm dying for gingerbread either. Again, I'd probably just stick to like dark chocolate or something. Or like a fruity cheesecake. I do like cheesecakes. You might be like, how about gingerbread cheesecake you made? Go. It was okay. I think I prefer normal cheesecakes over baked cheesecakes, to be perfectly honest. Like, this is the second baked cheesecake I've made. I don't know, something about the taste is, it's got like a sharp sourness or something to it, which is both intriguing but also not really what I want from a cake. But also, maybe I just made it wrong. But I feel like even when I've like bought or had cheesecakes before, I still kind of prefer the non-baked varieties. Maybe because they come with like fruit compote's not the right word, but fruit like sauce, jam. I'm not really sure, but those all tend to be the things I spring for. Or red velvet cake, but that's like chocolate, isn't it? Has it really been that long since I've had a candy cane? I don't even know the last time I've seen a candy cane. Like, I'm trying to think if I've had it like in a cocktail or something, like a candy cane cocktail, but the only one I can think of I've had not even recently, it was like a couple years ago, was like a gingerbread cocktail. That was like 3 years ago. That was pre-COVID times. Oh my god, that was ages ago. Nowadays, when I have a Christmassy drink, I just have like mulled wine, I suppose, if anything, which I quite like. You might not like. Totally fair. But I don't know, it's just nice. Expensive though, from places I've had it costs like £5 or something. When really it's quite cheap to make by yourself. You just buy some mulled wine and some oranges. Well, I shouldn't say it's quite cheap. That's not like it's that cheap, but it's like probably doesn't cost £5 for a glass. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this episode off here. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Candy canes, I guess. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope we see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now. Do I have a video going up today? It's Thursday. Yes, I do.